Did you have the need to do some math with Excel and you couldn't even get a sum of 1 plus 1? Or did you want to go beyond a simple multiplication but you didn't know where to start? And you see every day the colleague who in 10 minutes does complicated operations and managing to give answers to the boss almost in real time? Very well, with this video, with even less than 10 minutes of your colleague, you will learn the simplest functions and use Excel for what is a very powerful calculator. I introduce myself. My name is Andrea and I'm part of the Thularis team. If you don't know, you must know that Thularis is a digital laboratory that was born with the specific purpose of informing on project management tools like Microsoft Office and similar, and much more. Please subscribe to the channel and click on the bell to always be updated on the latest news. In the previous videos you have seen Excel as if it were a table where to insert data and which can be modified to your liking to emphasize according to your needs. If you have not seen them, I put the link to the last one at the top to be able to watch it later. As you know, Excel is first of all a spreadsheet, that is basically a program that allows you to do mathematical calculations and not only. Basically an advanced and very powerful calculator. To use Excel in this way, the approach to use is the same. You use the cells inside which the data are inserted. The big difference, however, is all in a very simple action of inserting a symbol, the equal. If in fact you insert this symbol before any other information in the cell, you are telling Excel, hey, I ask you to do a calculation now. All here. As I show you on the screen, if you enter 1 plus 1 without putting the equal symbol in front and press enter, you get the writing 1 plus 1. If you do the same thing but with the equal symbol in front and press enter, the result of the sum appears, that is 2. Having said that, you can use the plus, minus, asterisk and bar to perform the mathematical operations of sum, difference, multiplication, and division. With the round brackets you can define the priority of the operations to do. Remember that Excel starts first from the inner brackets of the formula to proceed to the outside. See the example that I put on the screen now. The order will be 1, 2, 3, etc. So far I have told you about elementary mathematical operations. Excel also has many functions that work with numbers, but not only. Also with dates, letters, etc. Now I will quickly show you the simplest ones. Let's start with the sum function. If you go to the formula box at the center of the screen and click on the text FX, a window opens from which you can look for all the formulas. In the box at the top, indicate sum or sum and press enter. You will see that the first result of the search is just the formula we need. Now press OK and the window will go to the request of the data you want to enter. Then I enter any number, as well as in the next row. You will see that Excel will always add new rows. You do not have to necessarily fill them, only the first one is mandatory, but use as many as you need. At the end it already gives you the preview of the result. At this point, once finished, press OK and you will see that in the cell you have previously selected and where you have entered the formula, the result of the sum will appear. If you click on the cell, you will see appear at the top the structure of the formula of the sum, which is more or less equal to all formulas of Excel, except for specific differences. If we now move on to the multiplication, the concept is exactly the same. If you go to search for product or product, press OK and enter the numbers, you will get the result of the operation. Now let's see a simple formula, but with already a more specific function, the average. I fill two cells with two simple numbers at random. The average we can already calculate by ourselves. 30 plus 20 equals 50 divided by 2 equals 25. We now use the specific function. I look for it by name, average or average. What I do now is not manually enter the number, but click on the right arrow of the row. By doing this, you enter the cell selection mode, because it is good that you know that the values of other cells can also be given as input to the function. I select the first number and click again on the right arrow. I do the same thing now in the second row with the second number. From the preview you can already see that the average is actually 25 and I press OK. Now, however, we have one more convenience. If, for example, I change the first number from 20 to 40 and I press start, you see that the average automatically updates correctly to 35. This is because by indicating a cell as input, by varying its content, all the formulas before that cell as reference are automatically updated. As always, Excel proves to be powerful and useful. Well, with this video we conclude the series Essential of Microsoft Excel. The purpose of this series, as indicated in the first video, has the function of introducing with a flourishing the world of Excel, but giving at the same time those minimal information to be able to practice using the program. We strongly want to continue the series in various ways, both by deepening Excel and entering levels of greater competence, and by founding the same path on the direct competitors. And maybe in the future we will also expand to other programs of the Office package. Let's see how it goes. I wanted to warn you that it is actually the basic course Excel by Thularis. If you really want to learn how to use Excel, to complete complex tables with formulas in just 7 minutes and become a pro to use it at home and in the company, do not miss this opportunity. Use the discount code you see in the description to take advantage of the offer, which I remind you will drop soon. All I have to do is wish you a good job. If you liked the video, please put a like, add it to the comments, and we will try to answer any questions or clarifications. Also, if you have any ideas on topics or details, write us and we will gladly evaluate if we make a new video.